Hey everybody, this is Chef Alina coming to you today with a review on Empire. I think it's I know it's season 1. I want to say episode 9. Next week they're going to have a 2-hour finale, season finale. It looks like it's going to be great. This episode was absolutely everything. When I tell you it was everything, I think everybody played their part like to the hilt. Everybody, even the little grandbaby. Hey, grandma, wait, grandfather. Hey, granddad. Not now, baby. You know what I'm saying? She had two little things she had to say, but she did it well. I love that little girl. She's so cute. Anyway, all right, so we start off with Anika and Lucius sitting there talking to the little wedding planner who Cookie called Jackie O. Um, and all of a sudden, you just hear Cookie coming through the house. Lucius, where you at, Lucius? Like I said, grandbaby in the hallway playing with a little dolly. Portia right behind her, walking like Sophia. And she's like, where your grandfather? Oh, hey, grandbaby, where your grandfather? Whatever. So they walk past her, boom, kick in the room. Guess who? What was it? Kaboom, guess who steps in the room? Yeah, Cookie and Portia and they're wrecking shit. Because, when a couple of weeks ago when Portia was offered to leave Cookie by Kitty, she must have made her think, yeah, I'm gonna take it and then I'm gonna be, setting up on and running back telling you everything about Cookie. But what she was really doing was setting up on Kitty's ass. So we find that out, and they know all about how she went last week to Beretti and whatever Portia must have told Cookie. So she comes in, she tells Lucius, yeah, she running back telling Beretti everything you doing. So, then Lucius, aka Terrence Howard, get that look that we all know him for, that, how he look, he's so intense with that look that he can give you like, oh my God, it's just so much. And he's like, what did you do? What did you do? She's sitting there like, oh, she was like, oh, cat got your tongue, Kitty. You can't talk now, but you sure was talking to Beretti. Da 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 da. This is what we gonna do. You about to you about to break yourself. Not break yourself, fool. Cookie is so ghetto, but so G at the same time. You about to break yourself. So they go into motion. They start wrecking shit. They throwing debutante clothes over the banister. She howling and screaming. Lucia's still saying, "What did you do? What did you do?" And Nika's sitting there, and she ain't even deny it. She just get up, she snatched away from him. She gets her stuff, she gets on the phone. Yeah, come get me, cause da 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 da. And V, I'm about to leave. Empire couldn't get Kanye on the verse with you, but I sure can. I'm about to leave here. I'm going over to Creedmoor. Meet me over there. So Lucius getting behind her. He got his cashmere on. I love me a cashmere. He got his cashmere on. She got her little stuff on, and she Anika just always looks nice. She just always like, it seemed like she stepped that game up once Cookie came and started stepping her game up. But they get outside, they walking fast, boom, 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 boom. So he like, listen, I need you to listen to me, whatever. She's like, listen, I can't do this no more. I gotta leave. Is something still going on? He said, it's not nothing going on. It is something. It's not. It is. It's not. It is. But she said, I can't take it no more. He referred to her as being unloyal or whatever, unfaithful, whatever. And she said, you got the nerve to stand here to me and say that to me? This is not even me. I'm doing all of this stuff because I'm twisted up into loving you and all of the dirt that I done took all this time. And it's reduced me to somebody who's pouring stuff in Elle's drink, somebody who goes over to Beretti, somebody who does sneaky stuff behind trying to get sabotage Cookie stuff. And I can understand, even though I didn't like Anika, aka Boo Boo, I didn't like her, but it's like she got so caught up into trying to be what Cookie is to him and trying to deal with all his extra stuff that he does on the side, cheating on her, which we see it was before Cookie even came into the picture. But she got Cookie, Cookie got kids with him, and Cookie's a G. Like, she in the street, she sidewalk, she in the street. She trying to be in the street too. Like, if you sidewalk, stay on the sidewalk. Not, you know what I mean? You can't be, you be on, when you a little kid, you on a curb and you on, one foot is on the curb and one foot is in the street and you walking like this. This what a nigga's trying to do. But it's unbalanced. You know what I'm saying? Cookie got her feet planted firmly in the street. You know what I'm saying? That's what she's about. Stop trying to be somebody else. Because when she first came across, I was watching After the Buzz TV, and they said that when you first meet Anika, she's like debutante, she's regal, they're like the first family, and they're like, oh, Barack, my son was out of pocket, whatever, whatever. But you trying to run with, Bobby, and God bless her soul, Whitney. You know what I'm saying? They that kind of, they high power, but they street, like they know about what's going on. And it's just a shame to see it, because I'm a woman and I know how another woman can get caught up like that, because she said, this is not even who I am. So fast forward, they're still walking. He tells her, when a man like me tells you to please, says please, it could mean your life. Oh, she turned around, oh, what you threatening me? And she kind of stood in his face, like, I'm standing, y'all. What you threatening me? He said, all I'm saying is, if you tell about my ALS, your daddy gonna go down. That means you gonna have to deal with the backlash of that and everything. So if you love your damn daddy, Hirsch the hell up. So the cars pull up to the front door. I mean, they pull up to the gate open or whatever. And I'm like, well, who opened the gate? Did they have a key to the gate? Because it just magically opened. I thought you had to get buzzed in. But maybe it was a little booth or something off to the side we didn't see. But anyway, so she go, and he walking behind, he holds the door. I'm like, well, what is he about to do? He opens the door for her. He just give her a look, and she give him a look. Then here comes smooth ass Beretti. Judd Nelson. Judd Nelson is funny. He can fit in anywhere you put him. I tell you, he can fit in. I ain't seen him in a while, but he's playing his little part too. He put the window down. Yeah, I'm gonna just give you nose high. I ain't gonna put it all the way down. So they go back and forth. They say their little stuff. And she said, okay, you started. Boom! I'm gonna finish it. All right, so I forgot. Besides telling Kitty she was gonna have to break herself, fool. She told fake ass Jackie O to kick rocks. I said she ain't told her to kick rocks. Like, that's one of my things I say to somebody. It's all up on the screen, up on Empire. You better kick rocks, bitch. You better kick rocks. Anyway, what else? Okay, so I think they go to Jamal with the guy who's doing the documentary. I don't remember his name. I really don't want to remember his name because I don't really like him. I don't know. Like, this is what I want as a person who's watching. This is what I want to happen. This might be a little fling with him or whatever with this guy. Yeah, this guy is in the business and he kind of knows. He uplifts uplifts Jamal, and he was kind of the reason that he went on ahead and came out. And he's a love interest because he's rebounding from Michael or whatever. But this is what I want to do as a chef. I felt some kind of way when she was like, "Oh, he being a chef over here, whatever." Cookie, get your life, because wasn't it you that was all pressed about that bacon? Oh, okay then. Okay, because that's eating, so that means that food is what relevant. Don't get cursed out in the comments. But anyway, so what I want to happen is I want Michael to maybe come back at the end of season 2, like in a season finale, like excuse me, their last. Wait a minute. Okay, their last episode. I want Michael to blow up as a chef, because keep in mind, a chef is kind of, it's jiggy this time of well, I ain't gonna say this time around, but it's kind of like a big deal. You have so many reality cooking shows where you didn't have that maybe 10 years ago. You didn't have that a little less than 10 years ago. Like, the music, the fashion, the food, it all goes together. Because I could see myself, like I said, I left my job after 20 something years of working for a government installation because I didn't feel fulfilled anymore. And I just was going there just to, because it was a paycheck or whatever. And I noticed, like, food was always my thing when I was younger, like from my grandmom. So as it got more, people tell me, bring in something. Oh, we love your such and such. Can you bring this? I went to school. I was like, I gotta get the paper behind it or whatever. And I mean, look for me, because I'm gonna be on one of these reality shows. I'm gonna be in the background, start singing and simmering. How y'all doing? How's everybody doing? Singing in the background. What you want? You want some parfait on your with your fruit, or what you want? You want a fricassee? What you want, a saute? Yeah, that's what I intend to do. And now I'm seeing a lot of people are fulfilling their dreams or really getting to what they really want to do in life at a later age. I mean, look at Steve Harvey. He's in his 50s. I mean, yeah, he getting money now. He's everywhere. So you're never too old. But that's what I'm saying. I didn't understand why Cookie's. Oh, he's trying to be a chef. Oh, that's a big deal. You better get to knowing. You just came from drinking, sipping water, and eating cheese sandwiches. Yeah, food is important. You better get yourself. Anyway, so him and the guy are together, whatever. They're looking at this little Prince-like video. He's singing in his he's singing in Acapulco. No, he's singing in his best falsetto with his shirt off, and it has a Prince feel and beat to it. Whatever. So one thing leads to another. They all kiki. What you doing? Let me show you what I can do. Portia Bus is in there. Jamal, you ain't answering your phone, and we about to go to war. He said, "What are you talking about? We about to go to war." She said, "Stop touching and feeling all over each other. Put your chest up." And one thing is for certain, two things is for sure. Jamal would have probably got somebody else together, but he put his shirt on, didn't he? He said, "Oh, well, what you talking about? What you mean we going to war?" He ain't get smart with Portia, because Portia done worked her way into all the avenues. She hang out with everybody. She with them. She be with Cookie. She be with security. She be with Hakeem and his crew. Anika even had her working with her. She was all up in the boardroom putting her lipstick on when they. Okay, I'm getting to that. But anyway, so he put his chest up. And he gets there, and it's that everything is in a frenzy. Everybody's running around. They're trying to keep their artists, because Anika, who is the A&R person, is snatched up a lot of their artists and took them over to Creedmoor with Baretti. So an A&R person for a company is just like your hairdresser. If your hairdresser is at a shop and they don't own it, when your hairdresser move, you move. Just like that. But anyway, so it was just crazy to see how everybody was running around scrambling, and then they realized that some people was in there working with Anika, and security was helping them the hell out the door. Did you see Big Bull with the locks up and helping the girl out with a little flower? Yeah, get your little lotus blossom and get the hell out. You know what I'm saying? And Malcolm meets them up, and Malcolm meets up with Cookie and Lucius, and Cookie is with the. I told you what had happened was she was always on that, but you didn't want to listen to me. He like, all right, Cookie. So Malcolm is like, listen, I'm on it, I'm gonna get him in, I'm gonna do everything in my power to get whatever. So Lucia's like, thank you, Malcolm, thank you. Cookie like, thank you, Malcolm, thank you. And I put on my Facebook comments, thank you, Malcolm, because whatever you doing, thank you. Anyway, so one thing I don't ever want to see, and this is not trying to be smart, that I saw in this episode, and that's Becky, aka Gabrielle. I was about to call her Gabrielle Union, Lord, Gabby Sidibe running. Did you see her? It was a struggle just from the door where they walk into the glass house. I'm gonna get to the glass house a little later on in this video, and the glass house that they call a boardroom. Did you see that? I don't. And I like Gabby Sidibe, but knock it off with the cheat. Shouldn't have been. No, I don't know if that was an ad lib of hers, but Gabby, don't ever do it again. I mean that. All right. So we go to Andre in his bathroom, and I didn't know Andre had so many muscles. Maybe that's why he looks so nice in his suits and stuff. Yeah. I said, oh, okay, wait a minute. Let me rub my chest. All right. Anyway, he's looking at the pills. He's having flashbacks in his head. He dumps the pills. And as soon as he dumped all of his pills, I was like, it's about to get real this episode. We about to see some real acting right here. It's either going to be a make it or break it. Remember that one used to be on Power 99? It's make it or break it. All y'all Philly people, y'all know what I'm talking about. This was a make it or break it. And let me just say, he made it and then some. But so he's talking to Rhonda. They saying, she brought in the phone, babe, you got to get down to the office. They having a emergency. He gets down there. They're all talking about how they're trying to keep these artists. I'm sorry, I keep looking over here because I had to get my notes. It was so many things that I did not want to miss. But anyway, so they're talking. Andre comes in because they kept saying, "Where is he?" He comes in with the like a briefcase full of money, and they were all trying to say stuff. Hakeem coming with, "Let's blow the bitch up." I know somebody got some C4. We can go down there, and boom. You know what I'm saying? They like, see, that's how I know you were your little young ass. Cause why would you even say something like that? Boy, shut up. Boy, shut up. Okay, Bobby. Okay, Bobby. Anyway, so um, Jamal and Lucius are talking, and he's saying that some of those people that left or whatever, I wouldn't even want them around if they could just leave like that or whatever. And he was like, he said he was talking to one of the rap artists. He was like, well, why were you talking to him? Like, he's too man of a man to talk to your gay ass. He was like, first of all, I don't even roll with dudes like that. So what are you talking about or whatever? And he said something about his sexual proclivity, and you waving your freak flag. And he said, no, 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 no. If it was anybody's proclivity, it was yours, bruh, because you messed around with my mom and Cookie found out about it. And now everything is, excuse me, I'm about to, no, I was about to say asunder, in shambles because of you, not because of me, because the world still revolved after I came out. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, oh, and they go back and forth or whatever. And Jamal gets Lucius together. I don't think I've seen nobody really get him together as much as Cookie and Jamal. Jamal is really like, it didn't take him too long to start being like, oh, okay, you just want to treat me like that or whatever. So, okay, whatever. And Lucius got to talking about, the heart of Empire is family. Now, we have had our differences or whatever, and Cookie giving them the up and down. I don't know if it was admiration or it was like, this. He talking about, we've been through some. Yeah, you was just rolling around with me. Then you was telling her one thing. Then you was telling her. I don't know, but Lucius doesn't really seem to keep his word. He goes for whatever is in the moment, whatever he can get. And Hakeem and everybody always says the two most important things to him is his money and his music. It's never really anything else. He talks about family a lot, but he works through his crap. Like, he wants you to swallow his bullshit no matter how much you know it's bullshit, and he knows that he's feeding you bullshit. He wants you to swallow it so he can have his money and his music and his legacy is untarnished, but whatever. So they're talking it over and they're trying to still keep some of the artists. So royalty is over at ghetto ass studios. So of course, Cookie volunteers to go there, and she's like, "Well, why did I wait and find out where he was at before I went to volunteer?" So that's the old place where her and Jamal cut that record or whatever, and it came out really good. But nobody wants to go back there. It was bullet holes in the door, in the glass in the door. Who wants to go back? So she goes over there. Um, when she gets there, we're gonna switch over to Beretti and Anika at Creedmoor. They have V. Remember Veronica, the one who was singing with Tiana, and they got into a little fight, and Lucius beat the shit out of her cousin slash manager. She's over there. She's singing a song, and that's a singing girl, clear as a bell, everything. That's why I got on my black and blue. You see me, my black and blue, singing something about black and blue. I was all for it. She was all for it. Beretti was like, "I love you," whatever, whatever. Then it was like, okay, what's up with Tiana? So Anika like, oh well, that was Lucius's son's girlfriend. That might be her. And he was like, that's why I want her. So she's saying it's really not about you. It's about he wants to get back and do Lucius in. So again, you may have bit off more than you can chew. He puts his hand on her knee and he like, yeah, cause what's so far out there, Romeo? And then she just pushes his hand away, like, oh, I want to keep it strictly business. What you over here for then, boo? What you over here for? You want to keep it strictly business? You know what I'm saying? You went strutting over there with your little tight little feathers on, and I'm going over there and I'm going to make some moves with Baretti. Yeah, on top of that, he thinking you know, you want to be about that business, and you're not really about that. Again, trying to be in the street when you really on the sidewalk. Anyway, so go back to Cookie. She's in the studio. He's already Royalty is already there with guys from Creedmoor. So she goes over there. She's like, "What are you doing over here? You know we treat you good or whatever." One of them called her a thought, and I'm like, the normal response you would have that a black woman would have made, like, "Who do you think?" She ain't do that. She's like, "Oh, I'm a thought, but you a mark or whatever. I've been in jail for 17 years." So Royalty was like, "Oh, you did time, huh?" She said, "Yeah." So this right here, you ain't no G. You a mark. You are a mark. And it's like, whatever y'all drinking on, whatever, however they got to her drinking. And the guy, I can't think of his name, but he's the one who was eating cereal, who came in there with the shotgun, was like, "Y'all could walk out or y'all could get whatever out now. Get the hell out." He said, "Cookie, you would die. One drink of that." And she was like, "All right, let's see. Y'all supposed to be G's or whatever. Let's see who can outdrink me or whatever." So she winds up outdrinking them, because next time they come back, they all laid all over the couch, on the floor. She damn near steps on one of them hand, the one who called her a thought. They all laid out. Her and Royalty and the boy who eating the cereal, because he wasn't in that game. He just eating cereal. They doing what they need to do or whatever, and she drinks. I mean, she shows that she a G. So he stays with them. She goes outside, which didn't make sense to me. Why are you going outside, like, in this so-called neighborhood that you don't even want to go in, but you've been raised in that kind of neighborhood? You falling all over without no protection and nothing. So, dude, which was like, that was probably the corniest part of the show. This little random dude who looks like he didn't even belong in that neighborhood tries to snatch her pocketbook. Well, Mr. Let me see those hands, DeVoe, Malcolm, aka Derek Luke, aka Sexy Walk, with some chocolate on the side, jumps out, gives the boy this head. Then the other guy who was with him kicked the dude all the way the rest of the way up the street. I was like, look at, they didn't see the finish, y'all, because they were so busy into him grabbing on the cookie. The white dude that was doing security with Malcolm kicked the boy damn near up to the next one. I said, damn, he got his ass whooped. But I bet you he's sorry he tried to snatch her. She talking to, yeah, but you know what you doing here? You know, Kelly, you was worried about me. Yeah, he was like, yeah, this is my name. Go on, take a bite. You want to take a bite? He trying to wrestle with her, getting her into the, she all backing him up and rubbing on him and can. I know a breakfast thing, and she got all that daggone liquor in her. He trying to put in the car. She got her legs up in the air. Throw your legs up in the air. Throw your legs up in the air. Don't take a bite of this cookie. He said, listen, I got rules. What you know about rules? I don't care about no rules. Whatever. I work for Lucius, and he still in love with you. He don't love me. He don't love me. He said, listen, I see how he look at you, and it's very intense. And whatever that is, I don't want no parts of it. Come on now, get in the car. You watch your hair. Oh, because I don't know. Come on, get this. That part was funny or whatever. But we see next week he gonna be. What had happened was, I can't stop thinking about you. And she like, for real? You can't stop thinking about me? Anyway, but that was funny. Somebody said that, back after Buzz TV, she said they didn't like Malcolm. How did he just show up? He's connected to Vernon. Vernon put him on. He think he might be a little snake too, whatever. But I don't feel that from him. He said when he was getting Cookie in the car, my job is to pay attention. My job is to observe and look around, and I observe it all. And we know he's always in some corner paying attention. He might not be saying anything because that's family, but he's looking. Anyway. So let me get to my next thing. All right, so Jamal meets up with Delphine because the little boyfriend gets him little studio time with her. She seems cool. They hit it off. They sing Conqueror. It was a good song. It was a very good flow. And now she's talking so much about how she likes him, how she really idolizes Lucius, and she wants to work with them. She's on her last album. Contract is up. who would be more perfect? She's a platinum star or whatever. He's trying to get in contact with Lucius. Lucius is sending him the voicemail because he mad that he got them together earlier. Um, Hakeem, Hakeem, um, Andre, Lucius, and Hakeem try to save the boy that try to keep the boy on the white boy that was saying that he didn't want to give them 30%, and Hakeem was like, "Listen, come talk to us or whatever." He came and he talked. Andre gave him a good pitch. It was kind of on some. We gonna be independent, so you can do your stuff like I guess like on how they do on Spotify and Pandora or whatever. You can make money off your own music. You don't have to. You can be under us, but you can still make money just as well as we make money. It won't be like we make more money than you make money. He seemed to be going for it. Andre was acting a little strange. Lucius was looking at him like, Hakeem was looking at him like, what's going on? But they seem to have saved him, but I don't think they did because later on they meet up with Beretti where they're trying to go back to talk to him, I think. And it was like a standoff in the middle of the street. Everybody was drawing guns, and Malcolm was like, "What? How? What you said?" And I think that Beretti had the best line out of this, and he said something about. Lucius said to Beretti, "I think something about a tragedy." He said, "Your tragedy talks in her sleep, and she mumbles your name constantly." Then that's when the guns was drawn. Oh, you ain't talked about my June. Oh, you done brought that up. You ain't had to bring that part up. So that was good. I thought that line was real smooth. Like your tragedy, she mumbles in her sleep, and she mumbles your name a lot. She talks in her sleep, and she mumbles your name a lot. Punk. Anyway, so then Jamal keeps calling Lucius to get him on with Delphine, and he just keeps sending them the voicemail. Now everybody's aggravated, and one thing leads to another. They looking for Andre now because he done left with the briefcase of money. They meet up with him. They're on the elevator. They meet up with him on the 15th floor. He gets on. He's acting weird. They're like, well, "What is this? These bags that you have?" He said, "Oh, I just went and bought me a Lamborghini." They're like, "What?" Dad wanted that money, and Hakeem, like the baby of the family that he is, "You gonna get in trouble. Dad looking for you ain't that money," and he said, "You gonna get in trouble." He like, "Shut up, boy. What you talking about?" He tried to kiss Hakeem. Somebody said, "Come on with that gay shit." I don't know if it was Hakeem. It probably was Hakeem or whatever. So one thing leads to another. They get into a fight in the elevator. Everything is just like moving around. Then boom, something gets. They stop. They get jammed on the elevator. It goes to like that iridescent, like blackish bluish light, and Andres is breaking down. He's sweating profusely. He's talking about, "I was there when y'all didn't know nothing about we were struggling, when there was no lights on and everything was going crazy. Yo, I was the one in his company working from 9 to 5. I mean, no, excuse me, 8 to 10. 8 to 10. I was working 8 to 10. Y'all, I protected y'all just like I protected this company. I protected y'all when y'all was little, but nobody seems to pay that any attention. Y'all are where y'all at because I helped get you there. Mom was in jail. Dad was doing his thing. I'm the one to help raise y'all or whatever." So it was kind of sad. So he was going on, going on. Jamal's getting it now. Because Hakeem is still like, "What the hell is going on?" He's like, "Okay, but remember when we was you right, but remember when we were little, to calm us down, when our aunt was out there all hot up, all scaring us, and we would hear gunshots and we would get scared, what song we would sing?" Hakeem busting a little weak ass uh and a little beatbox, and Jamal was just started singing "Lean on Me" song. Times in our life, we all have things, we all have sorrow. But sorry, I was about to break out into the WAP. But listen, anyway. So he gets to a part and he's like, "It's your part, fool." Like trying to make it lighter because he saw that he was breaking down. And then he started, "Lean on me when you're not strong," or whatever. But Jesse said on his Instagram or Twitter, that was one of his favorite scenes. It was the most emotional for him because when he started to cry, it looked real. It wasn't like, oh, he's trying to make himself cry. It was like, my brother's breaking down right in front of our face and we not getting it. And he was just like, he teared up. I was like, oh, like I got that moment. I really, really felt sorry for Andre. And it seemed like Hakeem was starting to get it too. And then they all hugged after the little song or whatever, like in the sense like I'm sorry. You know what I mean? I didn't mean to jack you all up or whatever because they throwing Hakeem around all the time. But yeah, I mean it was just it was hard to watch. It was really hard to watch, and I just felt like I don't know. But anyway, okay, so Tiana, they go and they meet up with they was talking about getting Tiana again. So they get back to the office, and that's when Lucius was like, he's like, Dad, I've been trying to call you about Delphine. She wants to meet up with us at Leviticus. He was like, whatever, you do what you want to do. We don't need her. Cookie was like, yes, we do. I'll handle getting Tiana. She tells Hakeem, come go with me. And he's like, you want me to go? She said, no, I need you. As soon as she said, I need you, he jumped up with his coat. He just wants somebody to need him. And it was good that his mother said, I need you to come. I know I need you. And she did need him. But when they got there and they met up with Tiana, Anika was about to go meet with her in the restaurant, but they jumped the gun and they had Hakeem cut her off at the pass. He had a little back and forth with her, whatever. Then she realized he was putting on to her. But I think that Hakeem did what he had to do for his father, even though he don't have no hard feelings against Anika. He know that his father did Anika dirty. But he was like, my loyalty is to him. And I felt like she understood that even though she was mad, calling him a little bastard and stuff. So they went in there. Tiana was like, yo, y'all was ready to drop me when y'all found out that, me and Hakeem wasn't no more. So what now? So then she was like, well, listen, I know we do stuff. Well, Anika said that it was Lucius's idea. No, it wasn't. Whatever. That's just her thing because she trying to, Beretti. She getting with Beretti. Beretti trying to get rid of things. Whatever. So she was like, okay, but you said, he was like, my mom could do some good stuff with you. She was like, but that's not what you said. He said, but I'm sorry that I said that, and I wish you would forgive me for it. They had their little tender moment again. Oh, I like something. Okay, mommy. And then Tiana was like, well, if she could forgive you, I need you to forgive the situation that I had, and we be back like we was before. He said, well, what you mean? She said, like, me and you together. He said, well, I ain't gonna lie to you, and I know that Dad said to get her by all means necessary, but I love Camilla. I'm in love with Camilla, and I don't want to lie to you. Let me mad at that. Hakeem played the big joker. Bam! You know how you put it on the table when you playing spades? Bam! And you take the whole book. He put it down and he took the whole book because I appreciated that. I appreciate him showing maturity, and he was straight up with her, so she can't say in the long run, well, later on, oh, you said that. And Cookie ain't say nothing. And I like that. So we go back to the glass house. I call it the glass house because actually that's what they said on the AfterBuzz, and I was like, yeah, the breakdown that Andre had in the office in the boardroom, he heard Lucius say when he went to go meet with Delphine with Jamal, because he was acting like an asshole until Jamal got them together again and was like, okay, me being gay is going to stop you from, you're going to cut your nose off to spite your face. This is stupid. So they went on and they get back there. He told him, don't let him leave. He was trying to leave. When they all get back, he's just acting real crazy. Only Lucius came back. The other people didn't come back. He's acting out and he wants to leave. They got Rhonda down there because Lucius had called for her. And Lucius is very calculating. Even in that big crisis, he's very calculating. He has Rhonda come down there. Andre is going off. He's just, don't touch me. He's talking to Lucius crazy. He getting in Lucius' face. Yeah, Dad, the money, one thing, he said, let me give you a tip. When you pay all of that money for somebody to get a Wharton degree, you pick the one who knows you're a murderer. He kind of like headbutted Lucius in the face. And Lucius like, yo, what are you talking? He said, oh, what you man at? What you think I'm going to tell you story? Oh, yeah. And he was like, well, yeah, he said, no, because Andre is good. What did he say? Andre is, wait a minute. Oh, God, well, I wrote it down. Oh, Andre is carefree, baby. Andre is carefree, baby. It was funny, but it wasn't funny. But he really had a whole breakdown. And it was all just like when you're in church and somebody is getting the Holy Ghost and everybody just stand around them so they don't hurt themselves. It was like that's how they had him. He was just in the middle. He threw the balls all up in the air. And somebody said, what's the significance of the basketballs? I don't know. But I don't know, maybe a court is in there and we just didn't see it. Or that could just be, Lucius on some ego. Yeah, I got balls. I got big balls. I got more than two. I got more than two. Two balls. I got a lot of balls. I got a lot of balls. Anyway, so out the side, on the right hand side, or on the TV, you see the stretcher coming. So now it's serious. And when they get in there, there's like the next of kin has to sign for a 48-hour hold. He was like, oh no. They was pointing to Lucius. And Lucius said, give it to her. Yeah, because in all actuality, you don't really like her. And when Andre come to his full senses and be like, y'all locked me away, he gonna be like, I ain't lock you away. Your wife signed you away to the crazy house, to the nut house. So again, you're calculating, Lucius. You're calculating. But we'll see in the next scenes, Andre is going to get musical therapy along with regular therapy, and it's Jennifer Hudson, and it seems like they're going to have more than just a therapy bond. It's going to get a little intense, and it's just a lot of stuff is going to go on. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. When I say I thoroughly enjoyed it, it was just like I cannot wait till Wednesday. I absolutely cannot wait till Wednesday. I saw Grace Greenlee, who plays Anika on The Real, and I saw her on AfterBuzz, and just giving her different synopsis from her point of view as the person acting in it, looking from the outside looking in of different things about different people and how they look at different characters or whatever. And it was just great, and I appreciate y'all. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe to me, Shepalina. And I'll see you in the next review. Also, go watch my Being Mary Jane review. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Oh, 36 minutes. All right. I hope y'all. Oh, was that too long? I had to get into it and tell you how I felt. So, just, thumb me up. You know what I'm saying? If I talk too long, then thumb me down. But I'd rather you thumb me up. All right.